This is all the Real Madrid news that I didn't talk about but came out today. For example, Florentino Perez, Speedy, and Solari at today's training session. In which news also came out that Mbappe is not training due to a fever. Now, after training, Xabi Alonso had a press conference, in which he said he was feeling better this morning. We will decide tomorrow, we will wait for him. Now, I did report more about his press conference in another video, so check it out if you want to see what Xabi Alonso said. Now, Xabi Alonso also talked to DAZN, and well, this is everything he said. The project doesn't change. Real Madrid's project is about winning, and it will keep being about winning. I'm convinced that we'll be a better team by the end of the tournament. Match by match, we will define things, correct things. And they asked about managing superstars. He said, I've had experiences with players like Cristiano and Benzema, and they're very ambitious players. You have to know how to hit the right keys and to maintain the ambition they have. Now for training, they completed their final training session today. And while Xabi Alonso's side began with warm-up exercises on the pitch with and without the ball, before moving on to passing drills. They then played a series of small-sided games, and finished the session with shooting practice. Mbappe, who is suffering from a fever, did not take part in training. And Camavinga continues his recovery process. Now with that being said, the video is still not over, but if you're enjoying it so far, just like the video so I know. And also follow if you want to stay updated with Real Madrid news. And before training, these pictures came out, in which it was a photo shoot for the Club World Cup, in which they showed the home and away jersey. This is Vini, Tchouaméni, Eduardo Camavinga, Luquita Modric, and Xabi Alonso. That is just some of the photos. But also they asked Trent some questions. How's it training with the squad? He said high quality. The ball moves very fast. It's different from what I'm used to, but it's good. I'm enjoying the change and being part of it. I'm happy to be here. My teammates, they asked. Very, very good. I can't say enough good words about them and how they made me feel welcome and at home. They put in a lot of effort spoken to me, made me feel comfortable, helped me with any questions I had, especially with translations. Then they asked about communication. He said, unless it's between Spanish players, and if me and Jude are involved, they speak in English so we understand. In some ways it's easier than I thought, some ways harder. The meeting and tactical talks are in Spanish, so it takes some getting used to. In terms of daily conversations, it's easy. I have a decent base level of Spanish, so I can hold a decent conversation with the lads. They have a good understanding of English, so it's easy to communicate. And then he said a la Madrid. Now speaking of Trent, according to Marca, Trent and Dean will start tomorrow. And Marca also said this is the possible 11. Courtois, Trent, Asensio, Dean, and Fran Garcia. Tchouaméni, Valverde, Arda, Bellingham, and Vinny, and then Rodrigo up top. But anyways, there was also news that Fenerbahce have inquired about Lucas Vazquez, and that Brahim Diaz's new deal is done. Full agreement reached. Contract will be signed soon. And then there was a little boy who was in tears after the news of Luka Modric leaving Real Madrid. So Luka recorded a video for him and his brother, in which he thanks them for their love and support. He said, hello Bogi. Hopefully I said that right. I saw that you are very sad that I'm leaving Real Madrid, but that's all normal and don't be sad. As a sign of gratitude, I'm sending you my shirt. I heard that your brother also plays football, so along with the shirt for you, I'm also sending one for him. I want to tell you to keep working hard and trying, and that is the right path to success. Big greetings from Luka. And lastly, Sergio Ramos El Capi scores against Inter in the Club World Cup. He was the reason for the 1-1 draw. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about the news.